Okay. Well, that took a lot more fussing around than I thought it would. Hello, folks, and welcome. I imagine people will start trickling in any second now. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Audio was being uncooperative today, as has been the norm for these streams. So, we're hoping for a good time, nevertheless. Give me just a second to finalize some things here. Boy, howdy, let me tell you, that got me wound up. I am not. Hello, Rainbow Dash crying. Welcome. Spent this afternoon fussing around trying to get a vertical canvas going. So, friends on TikTok, let me know if that worked out the way that I hoped it would. OBS, if you are not familiar, is far from the most cooperative in the world. Wacko Warner, hello. Dwarf, I do see you there. One of the other things I was playing with is trying to implement multi-chat in OBS, so I can see you on my stream manager on my phone, but not on OBS. So let me do some flipping around here. No worries, Rainbow Dash. Honestly, I get that a lot with TikTok streaming. I don't know what it is with TikTok. I get a lot of issues with TikTok, but Kenneth, good to see you. But on TikTok, I get a lot of issues with lag and drop frame rates and this, that, and the other. So, yeah, any feedback is gonna be helpful. Twitch chat, let me get you situated a little bit better on my end. Give me just a minute. In the meantime, friends, I hope you've been having a great weekend. Mine's been pretty good. I just got done working 6 days in a row. And so we're very, very glad to be here, doing this kind of stuff again. I'm going to go ahead and pop a little pause up on the game. But I'm very glad to be here doing this kind of stuff, 6-day week, it's necessary sometimes, but, it's a lot. It is a lot. All right, Dwarf or Kenneth, if one of you could just pop a message in a Twitch chat real quick, I want to make sure that what I did actually worked. And friends on TikTok, any feedback that you could give? I hear somebody might just be seeing a black picture. Let me see. If there's anybody that could corrupt, yeehaw! Dwarf not, I'm glad something is finally going my way. But friends on TikTok, if anybody else is having video issues, let me know. I'm pretty sure I got a solution to that. But in the meantime, I decided I'm going to postpone finishing up Wandersong. Like I said, I've had a very long week. And the biggest reason, well, I have two reasons. My voice is very tired. And Wandersong is a lot of fun, but if I play that game, I will have to do voices, and it's gonna tucker me out right quick. So I figured we could just do some casual chit chat while we play through this little gun game we got here. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have been playing the dickens out of this game off stream. And it's not a problem. I can quit anytime I want to, but I just kind of want to play this. On the gameplay side, I am pretty close to the end. If you've seen me stream this before, you'll notice I'm here in the hub area. Things have changed quite a bit. We got a nice picture of the yellow shore that our good friend Stack painted for us. All of the people are gone, and it's just us here in the hub, us and ChatGPT. The ChatGPT room is looking a little bit worse for wear. We got a big old hole in the wall now. And as I'll show you here, the skill tree, I can't really zoom out, so you'll just kind of have to follow along. The skill tree is almost totally complete. So we are very close to the end. Like, to the point where I am pretty sure the biome that's through that doorway I am looking at right now is going to be the last biome. I got to the boss of that biome last night. Gave that the old college try. Not as tough as I thought it would be, but I did not win either. But I got him most of the way through phase 2. But that said, this is just a really fun game to play. So I thought I'd just take y'all on go on a quick run, do some cleanup, maybe some achievement hunting, and then we'll just we'll chit chat as things become relevant. So here we go. We gotta kill the king, but we're not even gonna be worrying about him for a good long while. I now officially have all of the traversal powers. I've got the hook shot, the super melee, which lets me punch things that are made out of gold. Which means, if you are familiar with this game at all... By the way, spoilers, I guess. I don't know if I need to tell you that, but, you know... But we can, now instead of keys to open up gold boxes, we could just hit stuff, which is always, you know, a great solution whenever you have the option. And yeah, we're just going to be flip-flopping around, looking for secrets, looking for loot, looking for, looking for a sense of purpose on the planet Carcosa. So here we go. I am officially to the point in my gameplay of this where it's time to think about, do I want to go for the Platinum Trophy? And I am leaning a strong maybe. The only trophy that looks really kind of difficult to obtain is completing a biome with no damage. Which, if you've seen this game before, whether you've seen me streaming it or seen someone else streaming it, is no small feat. But we're gonna give it a shot. If it happens, great. If not, also great. I'm sure I'll find a reason to play this again. But you know, I did a couple of dummy runs last night trying to do no damage in the first couple biomes, and I actually got pretty close, just a couple of stupid mistakes. So that tells me that with a little moxie, with a little gumption, we can persevere, we can overcome, we can come back stronger. And I will tell you, one of the biggest banes of doing no-hit are these flip-flapping tentacle things right here that fly at you and explode. Because they don't have an alert noise. They just kind of spawn out of nowhere sometimes, and if you don't notice that, they'll just take a bite off your health, and then that's your no-hit run. Down the tubes. But that's okay. Because we don't play this for the achievements. We don't play this for the trophies. We play it for the love of the game. So, but I gotta say, I've really enjoyed this. The time I've put into it. I didn't look whenever I booted up my PS5 to see how long I've actually played this game, but I'd be willing to bet probably 30 hours. Hello. And not nearly as much as I sank into Returnal, but a lot of my time spent with Returnal was, time spent getting good at the basic mechanics of the game. And now that since this plays so very similarly to Returnal, I could just kind of build on that knowledge instead of trying to hit me the old pincer attack, eh? You gotta get up earlier in the morning than that to beat me there, Sonny Jim. That's what I thought. Chris Dreamer, thank you so much for the like. Good to see you, my friend. But yeah, since I was kind of already building upon that base knowledge of playing Returnal, didn't need to spend nearly as much time playing this, doing this one. Let's see. I think. Neither of those are particularly great, but do we want to start doing redraws? I think we can wait until we're a little later in the end of the area. And again, friends, if you're just joining it, if you're on TikTok and you're hanging out for a bit, if you could tell me, if someone could let me know what the how things are looking out there. I've heard somebody report on there just being a black screen on output. And if that's a consistent experience, I may have a solution to that. But I don't want to start telling OBS to change stuff unless I really have to, because she is a cantankerous beast. Yeah. So we've kind of looped back around. At this point, I've tried all the weapons, and unlike Returnal, all of the weapons have like a redeeming quality. But I'll tell you that I started the game believing that, or I started the game thinking that the smart rifle was going to be the best gun, because you don't really have to aim. You just kind of have to look in the direction of whatever your enemy is, and the fire and forget. It just lets you focus on your positioning, which in some of these fights, especially in the end game, gets really, really important. That is really good. Anything, not to go off on too great of a tangent here, but anything like this restoration immunity, any artifact that gives you immunity under any condition is really, really good. Both this game and Returnal really, really value you not taking. It really does not want you to get hit, so we'll go ahead and pick that up. Of course it was. But sometimes you could get. It also says like very low chance for volatility. Sure, at this point, who cares? Which basically means it'll change the way one of your stats works. So I'm pretty sure if you trigger drive volatility or resilience volatility, it means you can no longer see enemy health bars, which is not the worst thing in the world, but pretty annoying. So. Yeah, that's definitely what happened. Really, it's more of a quality of life thing for me. My most recent run, or my run in which I finished Act 2 of the game, I also had that volatility triggered on resilience, which meant, no health bars for any bosses. Good stuff, but I was able to finish the run. So, it's like I said, but you just lose that kind of satisfaction of seeing the enemy health bar go down super duper quick. So I think that said, we are going to try, emphasis on try, we are going to try to, we're going to try and do Biome 1 hitless. See if we can't check that trophy off the list. And then we might just go on a sort of like pickup tour, like looking for stuff, looking for lore. Because this is just a fun game to run through like that, It's that good. Honestly, this is making me want to pick up Returnal again. It's definitely the same kind of game. Yeah, see, but when you're trying to do hitless, especially, anything that gives you immunity for picking something up is really, really good. Like, so we got immunity after a kill, and we have immunity after we pick up health. Which means we can make a few mistakes. Which will be, I can pretty consistently get through all the mobs. Is that good? I don't necessarily need that, but I'm going to take it. That's a good, like, emergency thing to have. But, yeah, I can pretty consistently get through the biome. What do we got here? Illumine is probably my current favorite super weapon. We really want one that has, I forget what it's called. I think it's portal discharge, or no, pulse discharge. Because pulse discharge will erase enemy projectiles, which is obviously really, really nice to have. So, but yeah, pretty much the boss is the only thing where if I'm going to make a mistake, it's going to be on the boss. You were hiding from me. So the actual, like, technically, the parameters of the trophy I'm trying to unlock are no damage and no adrenaline reset. What that functionally means is we can't get hit, we can't take damage, and we can't fall off of any ledges. Which is honestly probably the bigger risk. And we have to be kind of... Okay, he's gone. I was just about to say, we have to kind of get risky with this guy, because we really don't know where his health is. But it's all good. We didn't need to worry at all. Acolyte's wagers are always good to pick up. Okay, we're about ready to go to Silent Hill World, which means we're almost to the boss already. There's really no need... Since we're not really grinding for proficiency levels, there's really no need to do the rest of the biome. Main weapon kills general. No. I think we're just gonna leave that. Well, you know what? No, I have a better idea. No. Here's the play. We're gonna try and get one more immunity proc. Like immunity after dash would be really, really good. I've got 7 redraws. And really no need. Well, I could try to get a better super weapon in the next biome, but you know what? We'll do 50-50. No. That's kind of good, but not good enough. One more, because I'd rather have a good artifact. Okay. We move on. We continue. And we really don't need to save money anymore for the skill tree. Everything we can get in the skill tree with money, we've already gotten. It sure does. Dwarf Knot, it sure does. Any suggestions? Other than get a better freaking capture card, which is on my to-do list. It might be because I'm trying to run that... It might be because... I'll tell you what, I'm not getting very much feedback from the TikTok friends about the output, so here's what I'm going to do. See if this fixes any issues. Oh, look, that made it worse. Okay. Ay, goodness gracious me, oh my. Well, in any case, we'll see if that helped, but I don't think it did. Once again, staring down the barrel of the mighty prophet. Adam Smasher, thank you for the like. Much appreciate that. Alright. I might have to lock in a little bit. This is... I can step all over this boss at this point, but doing it hitless will require a dash of focus. That's right, I can't see his health bar. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to see it. We'll tough it out. We'll follow the tried and true method of shoot at it until it dies. Phase 1. We're looking good. We're looking good. He's about to send out those guys. Alright. He's about to send out another wave of ads. The little guys drop health, which is good, because that means we can get it invincibility. Alright, he's vulnerable. Alright, phase 3. We're shield. Overdrive. Oh yeah. Okay. Please tell me that the trophy popped. And that I didn't do something stupid and just didn't realize it. Ah! Ha ha ha! Bada bing! Ha 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 ha! There it is. There it is, folks. Remember how I said that that's the one trophy that I was worried about trying to get the platinum? You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to beat me, mighty prophet. Okay. Well, now we can just kind of chill out and talk the rest of the evening. Could be network issue or PC hardware limits. PC hardware, I'm going to be honest, I didn't really imagine myself streaming per se, so I really just got a capture card that is best suited. I'll just be direct. I bought the cheapest capture card I could that still works as a capture card. If there's a hardware limitation, I reckon that's it. A better capture card is on my to-do list. But everything else, my laptop should be fine, my PS5 should be fine. Unless it's that, I don't imagine it's a hardware issue. Network, however, very possible. I have the best internet I believe I can get. Roaring person, hello, welcome. Funny you should mention your phone lagging. We are just talking about, possible hardware situations on my end. And, so yeah, I think it's either the capture card or the fact that I'm getting internet from way out in the middle of nowhere. Let me take a peek. Yeah, it's trying. You know what? I'm gonna be so real. There is no reason for us to continue doing this next biome, so we're just gonna go back to the passage. We're gonna go back to home base. Let me peek at something here. Good suggestion, Dwarf. I'm gonna try that. One second.